If I have lifesteal, I can probably still outplay, but if he has flash, then I'm screwed. Yeah, that's why MF with Bloodthirster is OP. Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary in the Unranked 2 Challenger with only viewer picks. We are playing some Tahm Kench top lane. They decided to go Heartsteel first, they didn't say anything afterwards, but it's a pretty standard thing for Tahm Kench to build actually. Tahm Kench is a Heartsteel enjoyer because he has pretty crazy HP ratios and pretty unique ones. We do have TYLER1 on my team as my mid laner, so that was a surprise. I did not even know that he still played the game, so that's interesting. So he is the brand. I feel like this matchup's really tough. Anything versus ranged, in my opinion, as Tahm Kench is so annoying to play versus, but of course, I'm not like a Tahm Kench main at the end of the day, so maybe there's a chance that this isn't as bad as I would assume. How Tahm Kench works is that your auto attacks deal bonus magic damage, and that has an HP ratio and an AP ratio on it. Your tongue also does magic damage, and it also applies your passive. So, not only do your auto attacks deal bonus damage, but so does your Q. Your Q mana cost also, interesting thing about that is it actually goes lower mana cost per level, which is the opposite of how a lot of things work with mana costs. I'm just going to miss every single minion here, I guess. CSing underneath turret was bad, but not because Tahm Kench is not good at it, that's just because I just played it incorrectly. We do have grass, but we can't really get on top of this guy. Our Q is a slow. We have something called Acquired Taste, I believe. That is the 3-hit passive. Whenever you land an auto attack on something, it will put a stack onto it if it's an enemy champion. So it doesn't work on, like, minions, but you can see that there's a little icon that's a fish. When there's 3 stacks on him, if I land Q, it will remove all of the stacks and stun. Otherwise, you can ulti somebody. You actually cannot ulti an enemy, which is where you eat them and deal percent max HP magic damage until you have the 3 stacks on them. So, the goal is somehow land my tongue, and when I land my tongue, if I slow him, I might be able to land W. Your W is a super, like, delayed, you jump where you're at into the water, and then you knock everybody up in the area, but it's really delayed. Like, if I do it right in front of him, he can clearly see I'm doing it. So it is pretty difficult to land unless you're, like, doing it from, like, Fog of War or, like, catching somebody off guard, walking to a brush or something. That being said, I'm not really getting punished, so I feel like I'm okay. I'm not going to put down a ward because we already see that Vi's bot side, so I don't really care about that. My bot lane is losing, and also, unfortunately, going Lethality Varus. I'm a big hater of Lethality Varus. I always feel like he is completely worthless to have on a team compared to regular AD picks. Because if you don't pop off on him, then it feels like crit will always outscale you, so that means, like, the Caitlyn will just be, like, a more useful champion, in my opinion. That's, like, the reasoning behind why I hate that pick. But we'll see. Maybe he can, figure out some ways of doing stuff. We shall see. I'm trying to knock it by his boomerang, because his boomerang slows you. Gnar has a 3-hit passive, and his 3-hit passive does percent magic damage, so he actually has a pretty decent kit into me for, like, huge damage hits. Because anybody that does percent damage is annoying, because, of course, I build a ton of HP. It also does magic damage percent, so he, like, is double dipping into, like, 2 different damage types, because he does mostly physical, but then he has magic damage one. Your tongue, when you do land it onto an enemy champion, you also do get some lifesteal back. Or not lifesteal, you heal yourself, and it's for percent missing. So the lower you are, the more you heal. It's bad that I missed that. I think that I'm just gonna base pretty soon. I don't think that there's a way that I can ever kill this guy in the first place. So let's go over something that's very unique about Tahm Kench. You have a really You really see me? What? How did... Okay. How on earth did he see where I was? That's so weird. Okay, whatever. Let's just pop my potion now, I guess. I mean, I'll just farm from far away for a few of these. Gnar is pretty strong when he goes from one form to the other, and he utilizes both. But if he transforms back into, like, Mini Gnar, and now is just in Mini, he's actually not as threatening as he could be. I would say the biggest threats is when he is able to use both of his forms, so it's either he goes from Mini into Mega, or the opposite, where he goes from Mega, jumps on you, and then he goes back into Mini. He wants to normally utilize both parts of his kit. So, because he turned back into Mini, I became very safe, so that's why I could step up again. You never want to fight him when you can't do that. So, anyways, back onto the Tahm Kench thing. I'm just checking the brush to see if he was inside of it, because if I could stop his base, that'd be crazy. Tahm Kench's passive that has an HP ratio on it, this is the weird part. It also has an AP ratio. That AP ratio is right now 10%. Now it's 11%. It goes up per, like, amount of HP you buy. So the ratio itself gets better. Which is a very strange thing. A lot of champions, you know, you just have an AP ratio, you cannot change it. Tahm Kench can change it, which is why Heartsteel is so popular on him, because if you get high HP, right? I'm so dead. There's no way out for this. Because the thing is, as soon as Vi shows up, I literally can't leave. If I use my W out, like as I tried, the thing is that it's so delayed that it's easy to CC me, so sadly, you just lose and die. Not much I can do about it. Tahm Kench's scaling is, like, okay. I mean, if we do get a little bit of help topside at one point and get, like, a couple kills or even just one kill or, like, stabilized lane, of course, because you have a ratio that stacks so well, that's, like, really good. But I would say Tahm Kench into melee, or I mean range picks, absolutely sucks. It feels so bad to play, man. I hate it. Oh, you stopped her ability, bro. I just saved my teammate, I think. So, anyways, your ultimate, you need to have 3 stacks on an enemy champion to be able to eat them, but you also can eat your allies. If you eat an ally, they just disappear. Basically, they're inside of you. Just consider it like they're like almost in lasagnas. They can leave whenever they want, and he left early. I did not expect him to leave so early, but he did not want to be inside of me for very long, I guess. But, they get a shield when they come out, so it's okay if they want to leave immediately, by the way. So, that's what happened, and that's why that was a pretty good fight, even though he left very quickly, because he gets a big shield. It's 650 damage of a shield. I don't know why I'm saying damage. It's 650 shield, right? It's big. It is large. So as you can see, really annoying matchup. Like, what are you supposed to do, dude? I feel like maybe once you get, like, boots and stuff, you can do something, but until then, it's just such a struggle, man. Anyways, if he ever does mess up and, like, hops in correctly, I can definitely get some big damage onto him and stuff. It's just that I can't really do it, very easily if he's, like, in Mini Gnar and stuff. Even when he's in Mega, though, he does get bonus armor magic resist, so it's still not, like, that crazy for me. I'm just gonna tongue him down a little bit. So anyways, about the AP ratios on Tahm Kench, your AP ratio on your Q is actually 100%. And it applies your passive. So already, we're at 112% on my Q. And it has an HP ratio too. So when you start building like Riftmaker with the HP, you just start doing a lot of damage, which is nice. We see that that guy's back mid, so I'm probably okay here. Now another thing about Tahm Kench is that why Heartsteel is good on him. Heartsteel is one of the only items in the game that make you bigger. If you didn't know, it literally increases your champion size. For some reason, just a unique thing about Tahm Kench is that your tongue goes further if you're larger. So if you build Heartsteel, your tongue can go further. So yeah, longer range on your Q. It will never show it on your Q though. So be aware that it is longer, but you have no idea that it is unless you just pay attention to it. It will still show this, even if it goes over here. Doesn't change. Well played. Good kills mid. Brand is a pretty convenient champion versus HP tanky champions, and the Sylas is building like a pretty substantial amount of HP, so... I don't know what I really want to build next, but... I have my Heartsteel, though. So yeah, we're larger now. Slightly. I just want to get the Heartsteel stack. Thank you very much. What? That tongue didn't land? Also, this guy's so passive, bro. I'm never going to be able to land anything onto him. Like, if that lands and slows him, maybe, but that's about it. Buys topside. He even has Swifty Boots, too, to make it even more difficult on me. I'm gonna try to walk up because I want to make sure Jarvan didn't get stopped. I would rather get hit by Gnar than my teammate. Yeah, this is just the struggle of Tahm. At least we're not, like, CSing bad, though. So, because you're an HP champion, you don't have to go Riftmaker, obviously. Riftmaker is, like, a pretty convenient item if you want to go, like, AP Tahm Kench, but you can also go stuff like Sunfire Capes, because Sunfire Cape damage is based off of your HP. Unending Despair is based off of your HP, which is healing. I walked up for another Heartsteel stack there. Anyways, what your E is gray health. Whenever you take damage, you get a little bit of gray health. The gray health will heal you when you're not taking damage recently. Otherwise, if you pop it, it turns into a shield. But then you can't get the gray health back. It consumes the gray health. Damn, dude, I'm gonna die before I can even do anything. What a struggle. I wish that I got to play versus, like, almost anything else besides Gnar. So he does a ton of physical. I mean, there's some of that magic. I think that I'm gonna go, like, a tanky build path. And then we will build Riftmaker eventually, but for now, I just want to make it so Gnar just does not deal damage to me, because I don't like him. Gnar is too annoying to play versus. Wow, Vi is topside. Vi has ult. Wait, whose TP is that? Is that freaking Sylas? Oh man, he's so screwed. Unless I save him here. I flashed to eat him because it looked like he was about to die again. I want the Heartsteel stack so bad. Nice. Very sick, lads. Good play. I believe that I've saved that Jarvan maybe twice now with my ultimate, which is very good. I was hoping that engage would have happened there, but I guess not. That's fine. I'm just going to leave. Varus went top, so I'll just go bot side. Somehow, my team has dragons. I honestly don't know how that's possible because my bot lane is losing so badly, but hey, I mean, I've had winning bot sides, and we, for some reason, don't get dragons, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But that's great. More dragons for us, the better. Another annoying thing is that if you get caught on Tahm Kench, like, I don't really have a good way of escaping because you have a lot of interruptible abilities. Like, if I get ganked by Vi and she comes behind me, I can't even, like, use my W to, like, keep myself alive. That's why it's so easy to get picked, even though you just deal so much. Yep, and she's here. I appreciate you trying to help me, bro. But this is, like, a bit too much for me to handle, I think. Or for both of us to handle. Like, there's no way to run away from them. If I ever try using W, it just gets interrupted, by the way. You know, maybe if I use my ultimate, I guess your ultimate does give you HP, but Vi never used her ultimate, so I doubt it. I probably just would have been wasted. But yeah, when you ulti somebody that is your ally, you get movement speed. So yeah. Pretty nice. Still don't have my item though. Dude, are you guys serious? They're really coming back. Alright, fine, dude. I just won't step up at all. My god. Guys, I feel like other people exist besides me, right? So anyways, your W that I have not landed just yet, it does... Damn, he just jumped on your head, bro. Anyways, it does lower the CD of it if you can land it. So, pretty convenient thing. Nice. I wish that I got the kill, but that's fine. I appreciate the assistance. If you can, for some reason, land your W onto somebody and eat them and stuff, you deal so much. Your damage is good. Because, I mean, every single auto attack right now deals 112 bonus damage. That's, like, a pretty gigantic amount for only having, like, tanky items. Not to mention my Q does it as well. So, that's why, if you do, for some reason, hit them, they're gonna die fast. The hardest part is just getting on top of them, which is... once again, reiterating of the, like, playing versus ranged picks just sucks. Also, your ultimate, when you do eat an enemy champion, it does a decent amount of base and percentage, both. So, 250 plus 15% of their max HP with no AP. Very effective stuff. Do we want to do this? We could have maybe started if we really wanted to. So yeah, we have Sunfire Cape now. This will make it so if I'm just, like, nearby people when they're trying to fight me, that will give us, like, pretty nice sustained damage onto them. I think I will go for the Riftmaker, then Unending Despair, and then I'll decide after that. I don't really know what to go after that. But should be very slightly tankier now. What's up? Let's just clear out their vision and just be a menace. Okay. Nami went too deep. If we are going to get engaged on, it's honestly better for me to get engaged on by the enemy team than it is for my team to get engaged on by them. I just ate him to try to keep him alive for now. I land the knockup. Massive. I got hit by a freaking Caitlyn trap, bro. Okay. Well, my brand needed to, like, not walk so far away. Now we just can't get it. It resets so well. If he stayed inside of the, like, pit area, was he, like, at risk of dying to somebody? Like, was it Caitlyn? Because I feel like he could have totally walked back in. Because Caitlyn might have been over this wall, but he should be okay, I think. But yeah, that was finally a good team fight for me. I got to be pretty influential in that one. I got to, again, save somebody that was important. This case, the brand. Because the brand, if he can land good combos onto the whole entire enemy team, the percent damage he does is just crazy good for us. So I flashed to try to save him from the crowd control. Because they double ultied him. Vi ultied him and R ultied. And they didn't kill him immediately. So I think I did a good job at keeping him alive for a substantial amount of that time. Thankfully, I have, like, decent wave clear because of the Sunfire, too. Normally, Tahm Kench wave clear sucks. Brand is topside and doesn't have TP. I mean, I could have went topside, too, I guess. But we could just try to, like, never fight until he's here anyways. That's fine with me. Okay, Silas is bot. I mean, he could have TP, of course, but, I do have a moment where I can try to help do something. Wow, she's running that way, of all places. Not the smartest way to run that way. We should probably start a neutral objective because there's no reason not to. I mean, we have a numbers advantage for 20 seconds here. Even if Rift Herald is up, I feel like it doesn't really matter. But the team is too focused on the Rift Herald, so they'll just do that instead. Okay, guys, you killed the Rift. Well played. I can't ulti him into my teammates because he's Mega, and I don't want to accidentally get them all ultied. That would be so bad. So instead, I'll just join the fight after Gnar just doesn't join. That's fine. Like, Caitlyn's hitting me right now, but that's okay. I'm tankier than a lot of my other teammates. I die, but I just spent so much time, like, just tanking, and that's okay, because that means other people can hopefully be able to, like, die. That's more important, or no? Yeah, I don't feel like, I didn't mean to throw him over the wall. That was an accident, but I can't ulti him towards them. Because of the Mega. I took almost 6,000 damage that fight, but we still lost. Bummer. I really thought that it was going to be better than that. I really thought. Wow, it's already gone. That's crazy. Even me TPing in doesn't matter now. I mean, the whole entire reason of TPing in was to try to prevent that. Dude, you're really walking up. Your damage is not good, bro. Alright, you're probably dead. He tried to, like, one-shot the Caitlyn with one Varus ultimate. Not the smartest of plays. Yo. Let's try to get out of here, bro. I might be the one that dies. Oh my goodness, I see the angle. Well played, man. That was crazy. I'm gonna try to body block the Sylas E here. I'm gonna... Oh, I was gonna stun him, but he flashed out of it. I still have my next stun coming up, though, so it's chill. Cool. Good fight, guys. Really crazy Jarvan combo. With a brand right around the corner, so the damage was just insane. Dude, this Sylas build feels awful. Why would you go such a tanky Sylas build like this? Doesn't look good at all. So either I try to just like fight the Gnar side lane, which could be a challenge, or I group up, but I can't neglect bot lane farm forever, because he'll just continue shoving. I think that there might be an angle to kill him if I like really do good with landing some initial QWs. But we'll probably just run away. As you can see, when he transforms, he also gets movement speed, so he's very fast. I'm waiting for a fight to break out that looks like it's just instant death. I'll TP here because it looks like Gnar is also TPing. I'll totally be okay with joining. Not gonna fight this guy immediately though. There's no reason to. Damn, I can't even like eat that guy fast enough. At least Vi like overcommitted though. Okay, I saved Jarvan, but... Nice. I tongued the Caitlyn, which slows her, probably scares her a little bit. Varus is the only one that does damage to this. I don't do anything. They have two dead, the Gnar, and Gnar also has no TP because he used it, and also Vi is like their junglers, so that's why we are starting it in the first place. We should just finish! Oh my gosh, why? Okay, at least I landed a knockup. Just tonguing her down. I slowed, so this should be free. So I have my Riftmaker in base. As you can see, I'm starting to get pretty freaking incredibly like annoying inside of team fights if the enemy team ignores me. But I also have like a crazy amount of gold and I didn't buy, which is a bit sad. Let's just clear out all the vision. They will be able to fight us, I believe. Dude, I am scared for my brand's safety. He is like kind of far up without vision. If I can try to one-shot Caitlyn, it would be huge, but if I get myself killed, then it's really stupid. Okay, Vi's gonna come for me, of all people. And Caitlyn. Dude, you guys need to, like, get to me to be able to be saved. Nice, double knockup. I had managed to kill just barely. I still die, though. I had so much money, too. Jarvan has a lot of healing and shielding, so that's why he's, like, able to kind of sustain himself. Because he has a Clip Shield plus Sundered Sky plus W Shield. Like, he has a lot of things going for him with his build. Yeah, the Caitlyn is the biggest threat, and she was on me for a lot of that fight, so... Kinda hurts. I could go unending and just go in, because they don't really have anti-heal, do they? Oh no. Looks like his Q didn't work. That was a nice try at the steal, though. It looks like they win this, maybe. I'll just TP, though, just in case. He might just dash out. Yeah, I had a feeling. I don't think that I need to save my teammate here. He'll probably just win on his own. Yeah, sucks that we're not getting soul, dude. It's a struggle getting that. But hey, the game's lasting pretty long, so I'm getting larger and larger, and my tongue's getting further and further. They only have one crit champion, but Randuin's would help out versus Kate to make it so her crits don't hurt as bad. Let's clear out all this vision that they have. Good stuff. I would miss that. Clear out their pink ward again, maybe. Vi just used her flash. The thing is that you put down vision and you just try to hold it, because if you hold it, the enemy team normally is forced to try to fight you. Bro, be careful. He's walking up so far. If he, like, allows them to jump on him, it's kind of bad. I can try to save him with my ult, but if he's too far away and I can't eat him, it can end up difficult. I have to keep my carry alive. I'm just peeling. I can't, like, go in and 1v5. I'm not that type of champion, especially versus, like, a Caitlyn. So it's better for me to just be on backline trying to, like, help. We managed to make Caitlyn ultimate useless. We managed to make the Sylas, who flashed on my teammate, useless. And Vi also went in and immediately got knocked up by me. So those were 3 things that I did during the fight to try to help out the team. I'm trying to knock her up. Nice. I was trying to throw him into the Nexus. Anyways, so that was the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I mean, Tahm Kench can sometimes get really cool pop-off moments if you get fed, but I feel like Gnar is just like... I don't know how you play versus this champion, bro. As my champ inside a laning phase. But laning phase isn't the whole game, so... Also, Varus probably did fine, so... Even though I still dislike lethality Varus, he seemed pretty good at it, so, well played to him. Second most damage. I guess we'll look at the self-mitigated and stuff. I don't think that really matters too much, though. In my sense, I feel like the only thing that I really cared about was just trying to keep my teammates alive with my ultimate. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next game. We're playing some Misfortune Mid. They just said play Misfortune Mid with any build. I'm going to be playing the just crit Misfortune, which is like pretty standard. I have played it in the past, made videos on it. It's so good, in my opinion. That being said, we're full AD. This looks like a really challenging game to win, depending on like how it goes. So we'll see how it goes. Because it's kind of spooky going versus a lot of these champs. So we're going to go Bloodthirster first item. Bloodthirster first item gives MF like incredible sustain and makes it so a lot of champions like mages can't really do much against you. But Malzahar is kind of a champion that can lose super hard and just not care. Nice. Decent trade there. I'm going to be trying to be a bit aggressive during the early game. MFQ, it will bounce. It's a little bullet that you throw, and it will bounce and try to hit anything behind them. But if you can kill something with it, it will make it crit as well. So if I can ever like get a minion low, and then it bounces, it's even better. But he's trying to respect it right now, so there's not much that I can really do to stop him. I'm just going to hit mid a couple times. I can auto-attack him under turret pretty well, too, because MF is just so fast as a character, which is pretty sick. Allows you to have crazy movement speed. He's going to... Okay, I was going to say he's maybe going to E that minion. Nice. I did not kill it, like, with the bounce, though, so it did not crit. But you see how low he's already gotten? He's burned all of his potions. Like, the reason why I was, like, similar HP is because I just didn't burn mine. But hyper aggro is, in my opinion, the name of the game. He's, like, almost killable here. He wants this cannon for sure. Most people do. That sucks. I think he got it with his Q. I was going to kill him when he tried to E it instead, but because I was unable to kill him, that's like a huge deal. I probably don't need to take TP on MF. I don't know why I took it. So anyways, her other abilities is that every single new target that you hit takes a little bit more physical damage. Kind of works hand in hand with double up. I guess I'm on the way, but I mean, what can I really do to assist you, bro? That's crazy. Udyr damage is nuts. He had Conquer fully stacked, so that tiny, tiny bit of healing that he had was enough to get me. I hope Rek'Sai can figure out a way to get good ganks off, because I think Rek'Sai as a character will be so useless compared to Udyr, because Udyr, like, scales well, so if Udyr gets an early game lead and he already has... the game state instantly becomes so challenging, because I just don't think Rek'Sai is a very good jungler, like, as a champion. I feel like there's so many better picks than Rek'Sai nowadays. We have to kill Mal's Voidlings if we ever want to stop him from shoving. That's how it works. Mal's Voidlings is the thing that causes them to shove, so every single time he puts them out, we just have to instantly kill them if we want to have a chance of stopping him. This is completely fine. I still have, like, lifesteal and stuff. And he also made himself completely out of mana. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait. I'm gonna just try to freeze it. And then he will hopefully miss a little bit of minions. Yeah, or he'll step up like this, but this is, like, good, right? I'm trying to save my ability, my E, in case somebody ganks this guy. Dude, give me the kill. Why would you not give me the kill? I'm an 80 carry. What? Okay, whatever. I mean, hey, if Rek'Sai pops off, I won't be upset. I just want to win the game, and I feel like the gold is more valuable on me than him, is all. But if Rek'Sai can carry, then go ahead, bro. Sadly, my next purchase is very awkward. Had a feeling they were doing Dragon. I didn't check because I didn't feel like I could stop them. Maybe I should have, on the way, pinged to Dragon earlier. Maybe we could have, me and Rek'Sai both try to kill Udyr, because my ultimate does an insane amount of damage. An insane amount. I need to knock them up, though, or something, to, like, be able to kill them, because crowd control is how you can, like, truly get a good MF ulti off. Which is also why I just don't really like our team comp. I feel like our crowd control is just kind of bad. Phew, that was close. Oh, I can't even get him, he's too fast. Not much that I can do, sorry. I should feel fortunate that I lived, though. The reason why I lived is because I had too much lifesteal. Whoa, wait, what? Oh, I'm actually gonna die here because... Oh, wait? No, I'm so dead. I don't have mana. If I had mana, I probably could have survived, but... My bad. It's my fault for dying the way that I did. Also, I'm building the wrong item right now. We should still finish this. It's just that all of my purchases have been trash because I just don't have enough. I'll just go with this instead because, I mean... I'd rather have an item than not. Bot lane died, unfortunately. He could have apparently survived if you press E, he says. MF scaling is quite good, so you don't have to be too worried about, like, early game deaths. It's not really that bad. Bro, what on earth is going on down here? Thank you very much for the triple kill, bro. Hello? What was that? I'm just getting the CS that they wouldn't be able to get because they're not here. Yeah, what's nice is that even though MF doesn't have... I don't have boots or anything, our strut gives us mobility during the early game, so we are honestly able to kind of roam okay. I'm on the way. I think Malzahar is up there soon. Nice. It looks like, honestly, maybe all of them die, and, like, almost nobody dies on our side, which is awesome. Just Pantheon. And he's just the support, so support death is not bad. And they died bot side, too. So we are in a crazy situation to win this game now. In fact, can I almost buy a full Bloodthirster? It's very nice. Stop, bro. Stop hitting me. Yeah, when you're in combat, you lose the movement speed, but you can reactivate W to give it yourself back. So that's how your W works. It also gives you attack speed and stuff, too. I'll just stay on the map until I finish my Bloodthirster. So besides MF, like, benefits from lifesteal pretty well. Whoa. Oh, that, honestly, I don't think should have ever landed on him, so that's why I didn't ultimate there. I maybe could have killed him. Oh, well. Damn, that bounced to me. Ouch. I'm gonna go buy. I'm gonna sell. Bloodthirster gives you a shield when you're over-capped, And that shield makes it so your strut doesn't expire, because you only lose strut when you're taking damage. So if I have a shield now, I can not lose my strut unless they break this shield. So I'm even, like, just fast all the time, right? Dude, they are making so many plays bot side. This is so frustrating for them, I bet. I'm just gonna run straight down. I can fight Udyr too. I think I'm strong enough. Down to fight you, bro. Just a little bit more damage is all we need, and the wave is here, so... Why is my Lucian not tanking for me, bro? I'll be honest, you kind of deserve to die. I was like the lower HP person, and you have a dash ability and I don't. But I'm not gonna... I want it to be done immediately, so if he's not gonna do it for me, then I have to start the initiation. Obviously, I'm also worth, like, a way bigger shutdown, so, like, my death is way more impactful than his, while his is not. So that's another reason why I did not want to die. What? What did Fiora just do? Dude, I want that plate so bad, but I don't want to step up and maybe get Malzahar ultied and ganked by Udyr, so I think I'm just going to leave it. When we finish this next item, we'll have unlimited mana for the rest of the game. So this will give us mana on hit. My Q applies on hits as well. So both strikes of it actually apply on hits. And then we will just have no way of ever losing out on mana. We will definitely lose that, which is sad. I was trying to deny him from getting that plate. The biggest thing is never use your E in lane for MF. Your E costs so much. Your E is so expensive. Terrible thing to use. As you can see, I still have my Bloodthirster on. Oh, it finally did enough damage to, like, make it so I lost the movement speed. I'm gonna get ganked here. That was Malzahar flash. He just will continue just summoning stuff. Malzahar is such a, like, difficult champion to stop from pushing. He's so annoying. I feel like I should probably just go bot side here. Alright, see you guys later. I'm out. I hope my team does not do something ridiculously dumb that involves them dying, because I don't want this Aphelios to be able to hit this turret. I mean, Malz does have no ultimate, so technically there should be very little risk of my teammates dying right now. And after I shove, I'll just come group again, because I think that grouping for turrets could be our way to pressure our lead. But that's only if I also think that we can ever hit the turret or something. Dude, where is this guy going? Udyr is going inside of our jungle. Damn, and Soraka tried saving him and died for it. For you. I just got back so much mana from that fight. So I finally got that guy low enough that I can just kill him. We just get him a little bit chunked with our abilities and then just use the ultimate as a finishing move, because only a couple waves do crazy damage. You don't need to do that much for MF. With MF ultimate to still, like, influence fights so much. The full channel, of course. If you land a full channel on somebody, you'll, like, kill even, like, tanky characters kind of quickly, because even now it does 3,000 damage with, like, only 1.5 items. Later in the game, it's, like, more like 5.5k to 6,000, I think. 6,000 might be an exaggeration. I'm not sure, though. I think I've seen 4,500, 100%, and then 5,000 is, like, possible if you're, like, full build, and then maybe 6,000 if you have, like, a crazy build for it. They are going to FF, probably. Oh my god. If we got hit by that Aphelios ultimate, that could have been really bad. Thank goodness we didn't. So now we're finally going to base, so we have unlimited mana for the rest of the game. The next item will probably be either I go Infinity Edge to make it so I deal crazy damage to the squishies, or I make it so I go LDR to fight the Udyr who has some armor. Unlucky Udyr. So now we should be spamming W and Q every single time because we'll never go Also, I do have blue buff, but that's beyond the point. You can spam however much you wish now. I wonder if he's sitting inside that brush or not. Your E does give vision. We'll just clear out the pink board. The biggest risk of me dying right now will just be getting ganked. Otherwise, we're just going to continue pressuring wherever we can. And it's probably not going to be down bot side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove, because we should. And then after that, we shoved pretty quickly because we're on their territory. Then we leave, and I have a lot of time to come back bot lane now. I'm walking over vision, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it looks like they're just going to, like, hard commit regardless of that, so... She almost killed herself. That was funny. Whenever you use MF ultimate, you should just keep it channeling if you ever cut people off, because sometimes they walk back into it. Because Soraka was, like, stuck, and she almost got herself killed. We'll just kill that guy. We can just end the game, put them out of their misery. So yeah, MF mid lane still, like... if you go look up, like, my MF mid videos, this is, like, very usual. I normally win this hard. Like, it's crazy how when MF starts popping off, it feels like you're, like, a god champion. Like, I don't think that I necessarily play MF well. Like, MF is just brain dead easy to play. And then, like, it's so easy to get fed on her. Like, I'm just walking in and just fighting people, bro. And we're just winning. It's just so funny. Mal's might ulti us, so I have to be careful. I guess he did use his flash, though, so technically there's no way to get me unless he somehow, has to catch up. And I'm very fast at all points, so good luck. I was just waiting to get Infinity Edge. I can sell this Doran's Blade to go buy it. Yeah, and we're a tad strong right now. So my ultimate does 5,000 damage with 3 items. So yeah, I was not over-exaggerating how much damage it does. Imagine 2 more on top of that in level 16. We're not even 16, dude. We're only 14. We still have level 3 ultimate. That's crazy. I wonder how well Fiora can even duel me. I think that I can maybe just stand still and just fight her, and I would just win. So much lifesteal. If she had Ignite, maybe she could win. Or like Sirocco Ultimate. I guess. I'm just looking for things to hit that are like kind of squishy. That's why I'm not helping with Otacon, so I can start getting my thing back. I'm just gonna go mid. I feel like we can just... Dude, what the hell? Why is this... Hello? Also, your Q can't crit, so be aware my Q is not as crazy of an ability as you might think. Come here, please, guys. Udyr is kind of tanky because he has armor. Wow, that storm lasted freaking forever, bro. I'm like risking death here, by the way. If I have lifesteal, I can probably still outplay, but if he has flash, then I'm screwed. Yeah, that's why MF with Bloodthirster is OP. As you can see. Yeah. Bloodthirster is crazy. I think I have my item, right? Wait. Wait. Everything is so expensive. Nice, Lucian. Well played. Well, this has definitely been an pretty cool that the enemy team doesn't FF, so at least I get to like experience really fat MF, because really fat MF is honestly quite fun, even though she's simple. I'm just gonna TP back mid after I buy this, and we can just end. We can also just go bot lane too. We just want to hit stuff together as a team. If we can just do that, then we can probably kill them. My biggest threat will be if my team can't peel me from CC. If I get CC'd by like Udyr and then Mal's and everybody, I can die. Inhibs are respawning, so that's why I'm just going for this. He didn't die? Oh no, he did. That almost killed Lucian's... I mean, not Lucian, that's Aphelios. That almost killed Aphelios straight up. Oh my gosh, dude. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the MF mid commentary. Very, very simple pick to play. The lifesteal on her goes crazy, so that's why like I really benefit from that. And remember that I started this game 1-2. I was not fed in the beginning. I got fed once we just roamed bot one time, got a triple kill, and then for the rest of the game, I just popped off. Because that's all you really need to be able to do stuff. Rek'Sai tried helping me. Pantheon, I guess, did an okay job, so I'll give it to them. So thanks for watching. If we can look at the damage... Oh. My client froze for a second, but just waiting. Whoa, Mastery. That's cool. Okay, it just kicked me out, so we're D1 now. Let's go. This is our highest that we've ever been. Damage is 44,000 that game. Healing done, 13,000, not bad. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next commentary of Unranked 2 Challenger with only viewer picks. We're playing some Diana jungle. They said to go tank Diana jungle, but the first two items are Nashor's Tooth and a Riftmaker, which kind of makes it just like standard Diana in my opinion, and then you go tanky afterwards. With like whatever armor items you need, really. They have a team comp that does have quite a few good, like, bruiser-esque champions. Diana Jungle is pretty fast clear, and I think you don't even need a potion, because what you can do is, you have a 3-hit passive, and every single time you use an ability, that 3-hit passive, or not the 3-hit passive, just, like, Diana in general, gets, attack speed, so you get your 3-hit passive off way more often. So, like, right now, I just save my Q to get my 3-hit passive off more, because my 3-hit passive kind of deals as much damage as an ability, so it's probably better to save it than use it immediately. I'm going to be trying to farm down, because, I mean, I feel like ganking a Malphite just seems kind of pointless, or, like, playing for top side where Malphite is. I believe I can farm all these at once while walking away, so I actually, like, gain, like, 1 second or 2 seconds with my pathing, which is pretty sick. Nobody put down a ward yet. Like, oh wait, no, mid lane did put down a ward. He put it down top side, just kidding. So, how Diana works is that when I press Q, I apply Moonlight to things. When I have Moonlight on them, I can dash to it, and it will reset my dash, so I can use it again. It will consume all the Moonlight, though. But this means that I can now start spamming a lot more often, so... She is pretty fast at clearing. In my opinion, getting to level 6 isn't that bad. We can play her as a ganker, but... I'm just gonna smite this because it looks like a bot fight's breaking out, and I just want to join it, like, immediately. That's fine. I'm definitely dead here. Oh, wait, no. My, Conqueror and Braum actually saved me. Holy crap, dude. I cannot believe Triumph and everything was the thing that saved my life there. That's crazy. So I did flash E. If you don't know, when you press QE, if you can land on them before your Q lands, it will still, like, you don't have to wait. You can actually press E, like, not before, but if I press Q and immediately E before my Q even lands and it does hit, it will reset it. So that's what I was trying to do it very fast, where, like, if they still flash away, they already got hit by the Q. It didn't work, so my E went on cooldown, and that's why that became, like, almost kind of difficult. But Braum is really nice to play around. Love that champion. Because his passive is so busted. Oh, this guy might be screwed, is he? Did he already take this? He probably did, huh? It was already taken and then he went mid lane after. Had a feeling. That's okay. I'm just gonna base after I do this, and then we'll go bot side because that's where my camps will spawn next, and not going to where my camps are probably is not very smart. I'll just burn my next E just to make it so I can clear this faster. I'm just gonna wait for all of these to die, and then Q them. Your Q is like a crescent shape, so it's not that easy to sometimes land it, like, perfectly on the stuff like that. They told me the build path completely, so I guess I'll just follow it. Which I go Nashers. And I'm just gonna build AP. I feel like I don't really need the attack speed. And what's nice about Diana is that your 3-hit passive, as you can see, it does 260% damage. So it hits really hard against monsters, and that's why they clear so quickly. In fact, it even got nerfed, I believe. I think it was even stronger in the past. But she has, like, insanely fast clear because of that passive effect. Pretty straightforward champion, though. Just land Q, E them, and then just fight. That's about it. That's fine. I'll just leave, in fact. I got them super low. The Thresh is gonna try to hook, huh? Damn, they're 1 HP, but I don't have my next E, so that's, like, the problem here. I really thought that we could win that faster, my bad. They honestly might try to do dragon, I guess. But it's gonna take him absolutely forever to do it, though. And then I can just do it now. I don't think that this is risky to take, right? Because if we all play as a team here, our Braum just respawn. And then I have to dash out to survive because he's going to try to go for me, which he did. Nice. If I didn't dash away from Galio immediately, I could have gotten one shot by him. So that was a bit of a panic moment, but we managed to pull through. Malphite is freaking going like AP Malphite into a Zac who's going tank Zac, so Zac's just like gonna win all game, because the only way you can win with AP Malphite is getting ahead with your team and then like invading me and stuff and like killing me. AP Malphite can never kill tanks. He's so bad against tanks. Oh, never mind. He's not going AP. I take it back. Very nice. Sure, bro. I can go up, I guess. I am kind of slow, but why not? I almost have my boots, actually. It's not really worth for me to chase him. I feel like you should do the chasing and I just kind of do whatever. Wow, he got Void Grubs that quickly? That's insane, bro. There's no way to escape this, sadly. As soon as I get hit, I'm just instantly dead. With too many people there. I could, like, try to flash away, but the thing is, Udyr was already slowing me, and I didn't have a wall to flash over, so I felt like I just can't even, like, live in that sense. So that's why I didn't use anything. The good news, though, is that Zac is just getting, like, more and more insanely fed. I feel like our team comp is pretty ridiculous. Oh my gosh. You actually got him, dude. Oh, and you blocked his ability that would have killed you, too. Wow. Damn, he died so fast. So all we did is just fight him because we deal a lot. Because we have Nashor Tooth, we can get our 3-hit passive off very quickly. I'm just going to take one plate and then just leave. Udyr was last bot side, so hopefully my bot lane respects that. Because I kind of want to go do some of my camps if possible. Like, right before I gank. You guys are probably going to get collapsed on soon. It's chill, though. Well played. The Udyr was kind of late with that rotation, so we can just clear out all their stuff. Might as well. And now I finally go back to being able to farm again. I'm trying to join as many fights as possible that I'm in the area because I'm strong and I don't want Udyr to be able to pop off. So I'm kind of just doing like counter ganks on repeat. Even though that wasn't a counter gank because Udyr never arrived. But the only reason why Thresh went in is because of the gank, right? That's like the thing. Sure, I guess we can head back bot lane. I do enjoy playing around you. Nice. Sick Ash Arrow. If Varus comes up, we can probably just fight him. We should just continue trying to hit this. I'm not using my abilities because I don't care about getting my 3-hit passive right now. I want to save my Q so I can jump on him if he did rotate. I'll use my shield to make it so I take less. My team should be able to secure that. Dragon's coming up pretty soon too, and we definitely want to play around that as well. Udyr is quite squishy. He does have a Landry's though for damage though. Oh my goodness, dude. You're gonna die like immediately. I really don't want to use my next E on this guy, so I'm just gonna let Zach kill. Looks like Udyr's just going to sacrifice himself, so instead of going top, I'm just going to do Scuttle Crab or something. Yo. I'm surprised that he tried running away. As soon as I hit him with Q, then I get my dashes available. And his blue buff is up, so we can just take this as well. We can just take everything, and then just go full by a Rift. Right. Does it cost 3k? Or is it 3.1? Time to risk. Dang, there's nothing there. Sad day for me. I don't have enough money. What is Thresh doing? Okay. Nice. Well, I'm just going to clear these since I'm here now, because I'm not going to waste time and want to be up here again. I want to clear them and then stay off this side of the map for a while. So we'll clear base, buy, go bot side, just be near our bot side camps, and then we can do the dragon and stuff. I've never really main jungle, but the way that I visualize it is just like, you always want to be on the side of the map that has the objective, and you always want to hopefully do your farm away from the objective as it's spawning, and then you arrive as your camps are up on that side, so then you're like nearby where you can immediately assist if need be, or you can start it. Because if my top side camps were up, that's ineffective. Inefficient, I mean, I guess is the correct word. It's not efficient. Udyr went top side. Damn, Zach, you're going hard. They can probably clear this, right? Seems kind of difficult to force it, in my opinion. Maybe we could if we all committed together, but if Zach doesn't want to do it, I don't really want to do it either. I want to play as a team. That doesn't land? That's crazy. Okay. Damn, am I gonna die here? This is why, by the way, I was saying, like, I think it's kind of risky to go, because it's so easy to just kill me underneath turret. I'm gonna go Merc Treads, because they have a crazy amount of AP characters this game. Like, Merc Tread value is insane. Also, crowd control. So let's make it so they're useless against us. Or not useless, but more useless. They'll probably still be, like, completely fine. In fact, I would say they're almost like full AP. I know Varus has a lot of physical, but he also does a huge amount of magic through his W, even if he's not AP Varus. Dude, this poor Lucian just getting ganked on repeat, I swear. So, I want to do my bot side camp, so then I can go towards Rift Herald and do that. That's why I'm coming down here. Oh, she dead? I'm on the way, I guess. Maybe I can help this Braum, huh? Oh, you stunned me, dude. That sucks. I was not gonna stick around. I was actually gonna flash away, believe it or not. But I got stunned, and the moment that I got stunned was the same one that got me killed. Our Zach's kind of, honestly, he's not as fed as I was thinking. I think he has not spent his money in a long time, dude. This guy has, like, probably a ton of cash to spend. Because look at how much items he has. He has, like, nothing. You're dead. He does percent damage. Galio does. So that's why he got destroyed there. So the next items to go would be anything that, like, is gonna make me tankier. Spear of Visage would give me, like, a little bit of sustain, I guess, and shielding being stronger. But Abyssal Mask is pretty good. Force of Nature also will be nice if I wanted to go for that instead. We're still doing pretty fine objective-wise, even though throws have happened. I'm not really too nervous about throwing the game to the point that we're just gonna, like, lose. Because most of our throws have been because we're not grouped, not because we're necessarily weak. I trusted that somehow I would survive that. I know I'm tanky as heck, dude. I had to just sidestep some of the CC, because if I get CC chained, that's the worst. So we get the objective. I mean, they have a decent amount of MR on some of them, I guess. So maybe I should build, like, an Abyssal Mask. That was an interesting cue by me. They might be behind this guy, so that's why I'm not going for him. If Ashe gets ultied, I'll totally follow it up, I guess. But if she doesn't get ultied, then I'm just gonna leave. Dragon's coming up too, perfect timing. Nothing's up. Let's just use the blast cone so they don't have it, even though Udyr is dead, doesn't really matter. Nice secure. Audicon is the next objective, 30 seconds. We are one dragon away from getting soul. Yeah, let's go for this. I think Abyssal Mask will be good. I mean, it also will help out Zach, too. Because that will make it so he also takes more damage. Or deals more. I'll make it so my Zach takes more. Man. There's no way that they're on it now, right? Ooh, Ashe is a bit caught there. Oh, hello. I feel like this can be a good fight for us, no? Because as long as I just AoE them, I mean, we have crazy team fighting. I don't have my Aegis yet. It's kind of awkward to fight. And that is an ace and probably the game. I was waiting for my E to come back up, and then I just jump on Varus and just finish him. The reason why I knew it was going to be a good fight is because they were walking in clearly blind, because otherwise Malphite... Like, think about if you're Malphite and he sees me in here, you'd probably Q me. But he didn't Q me, so that means that there's no vision for sure. And because he didn't do that, then I know that he's going to face check, and Udyr's face checking as well. And they're walking straight into Braum plus Zac and my ultimate, and we have really good AoE, and also we're very tanky, so it's not like they can one-shot us, because the only people that can kill us realistically this game is really the Varus, and he wasn't there. So they just have 0 damage. And I just instantly kill everybody. We'll just go for unending now. Let's make it so we're able to sustain ourselves inside of team fights even better. I'm just gonna pop Rift. I just don't want to hold on to it anymore. I've been holding on to it for so long. I wanted to cut off every single escape from this guy, so that's why I went the other way. As you can see, we have crazy consistent damage. They even were able to do stuff mid lane too a little bit. I just let him hit me because I'm not really afraid of him. I can just leave after. What? He lived? Oh, come on, dude. Udyr's sitting in there. I had a feeling he was sitting in a brush somewhere. We might be able to end on this push, maybe. No? That's alright. Man, I really don't want to base. Even though I'm so low. Probably just should. I'm just gonna ulti all of them here for crazy damage. Damn, I was trying to go for a pentakill. I had a triple. I had to kill the other guy too, and then when Varus spawns, I would just go for him and get a penta. Report Varus, bro. What do you mean? You're 1 in 10. He probably just doesn't want to play, but it's like not because he... You guys probably just didn't have a chance at winning, bro. I just have to run away. So yeah, that was Diana. I mean, we didn't really get to the tanky part of it, in my opinion, but hey, I followed it to how they wanted to play it, so that was how it worked. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the kind of stomp that I had. I'll give it to my bot lane because they popped off pretty damn hard. Did second most to Lucian, and we were 2 LP from D1. Very close, so we're almost there. Alright, see you guys later, bye.